half-blood. Her half-blood is Irish. So her father is Irish, mother 100% Aborigines. Minipula, very, very, very famous artist. So she's got a lot of things to think about Irish too.
Do you have Irish passport as well?
No, I haven't met my family. One day, Yumi and I might go there to meet them.
I have to explain to you before we started talking about the things, because as you know, the Barbara has been taken away when she was maybe 7 or 9 from the community called Utopia. So since then, she lost language. She didn't know where she came from. She thought she lost Aboriginal identities, because she was living with white people, family.
But at the age of 9
or
10, I don't know when really.
So you used to speak your language?
Yeah, only my language.
Can you imagine until you're grade 2 or 3, you speak only your language, and all of a sudden, next day,
people force you to speak only English?
I couldn't for a long time. It was too.
We were watching the Rabbit Proof Fence. Have you watched that one? Long time ago, that movie was on the show, but I have a CD, DVD, and I've watched and watched and but first time last night we sit down here together and I watched. Oh my God!
No,
it's so real. I was so touched by explaining. I was like this, I was like that, because just the story just became really real, by explaining by Barbara.
So the movie is not exaggerating.
It's a true story.
It's their stories. A different way they were treated. I was treated different way to the girls in that dormitory in Moore River, that's in Western Australia. I was taken to Queensland.
From Utopia?
No,
or Alice Springs?
first, from Utopia I went to Alice Springs. And from Alice Springs I came to Portland, Warrnambool, down the road here.
Victoria?
Yeah, they took me there on the farm.
What did you do then?
I was just on the farm. I couldn't connect with anyone because I couldn't speak English. So they sent me back to Alice Springs. And then they sent me from Alice Springs to Darwin.
Another 1,500 kilometers away from.
Can
you imagine if it happened to you? You're only a teenager. You wonder where the mom is. What's going on, what's happening in my life.
And I still wasn't talking English. So
when you went to Darwin?
Yeah, just little bits, and then from Darwin they sent me to Brisbane. 4,000 kilometres.
Why?
Why? Because I played up, I was naughty, I want to go home. Because I don't know where I really came from, because Utopia, I don't know that name. We only know that name in language, and it's called Angarapa.
Angarapa, that's her country.
So every time I later on when I can speak English a bit, I ask kids to have a look on the map, find this place, Angarapa, for me. But nobody couldn't find it. Because it was.
So you always been wanted to discover where you come from?
Yeah. From it was always there. Because I used to cry every night. I never stopped crying. I wanted to go home. And
それがゆうべのラビットプロフェンスで全く同じ。
Like those kids.
So no, exactly. Oh, I just couldn't watch it. Make story short, so the island, so she must have a family.
Yeah.
She hasn't met yet.
Yeah,
but
I have a very good family.
They found her.
Yeah.
She told me last night, and then how they found you in Australia. And then can I tell
They
them
read the thing on the television.
in Ireland
Yeah.
they've watched some documentary of Aboriginal artists,
Yeah.
not the stolen generation.
No, about artists.
About because she's a top 50 artist, a collectible artist. Of course, she was in there.
Yeah.
The relative she hasn't met watched the documentary of Australian Aboriginal
And
art,
they rang to each other.
and then
you know,
profile of Barbara
and father.
and then there was a Jack Weir, who is the Barbara's father's name, was on the TV. You know, he of course he's got a family in Ireland.
He's got white family here too.
Mm.
When
The most
they
interesting
seen it,
story was that they thought Jack Weir, that's my uncle.
yeah, that's what he thought.
Yes.
When he seen that, he thought that
And then
girl
this
is my
lady's
cousin.
artist's father, and then some reason they've been trying to find out
Ring up what around Australia,
all
all
galleries
the
in
galleries.
Australia. How long ago was it?
About 5 years ago.
The Brian rang one gallery in Alice Springs who is very close to Barbara, and then they know Barbara's background.
He left his phone number,
And you rang?
and I rang.
You rang?
Yeah.
Oh, what did
Yeah.
you say?
I just said, I'm Barbara Weir.
Oh my God.
And he said, you're my family, you're my cousin. And
Was he shocked?
he was shocked.
So now she started to discover all her relatives, father's side, white side. And then now they've been talking on the internet.
And we
then-
showed you the photo.
Yes, and then it's my dream is one day I can take her to Ireland to let them, meet together over there. She just keeps saying if I wasn't taken away, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the artist if she wasn't taken away.
Probably, I don't know, what. I mean, this artist would have still started at Utopia, but I would be married to a black man and had probably or could have been dead, I don't know. You know?
Because she can mix with the white society, of course, and then there's mostly, wonderful things for her that she decided to go back to Utopia after many years to learn her own language and then how the Aboriginal people live, like a way of life, the culture, everything from scratch.
But
So
it
she can
also
see
affected-
both sides.
But it affected my kids, it affected Patrick. He doesn't like that, being me to be. Some of the kids are alright with it, but it affected Patrick by me being taken away. Doesn't really, he's not happy about me taken away. Even when I say to him, you wouldn't be here, if I wasn't taken.
She's got 6 kids,
Yeah,
children, and
So-
Patrick is one of them.
yeah, the oldest one.
Oh,
The
he's
second,
okay.
boys,
Mhm.
he's the oldest one. He doesn't like what happened to us, the government taking us. Of course, it's bad and good in everything that happened.
I think you turn that experience into a good thing.
Yes,
Happen.
It should
But it
never happen,
happened.
but it happened.
it happened,
Yeah,
and then she can
and you can't change it back.
No. So
But
you
it-
change it to
Trying to
attitudes
make
and
it
all-
better.
Exactly.
yeah.
White people took us away, they taught us everything their way. But then they disown us, and then we go back to the black fellas, and they disown us. So we in the middle. This doesn't want us, this one doesn't want us.
Which one do you feel you belong to?
I belong to both of them because I got both of their blood.
So you belong to both of them?
Yeah, well that's how they should accept it too, because they made us. The white man and the black woman made us. There's things where I wasn't accepted when I went back. My mother didn't want to know me.
That's sad. Mum, do you want to know her?
I never had mother's love or father's love. So the person that loved me was my Auntie Emily.
When she first went back to Utopia, of course, everybody was shocked. People thought she was dead. Really,
Yeah.
they had a funeral.
Yeah,
already.
they had
They're not
sorry
allowed
business.
to.
Sorry,
Aboriginal society, culture, law,
not allowed to say no.
say no name after gone.
Yeah.
So after many, many years, see, Tori had that goosebump. She went back, stood in front of her own mom. They couldn't even hug each other. No, because she looked at her like a stranger. But Auntie Emily recognized her straight away.
She came and hugged me.
Welcome back, she said. Welcome home.
But it still took a long, long time for me to connect with my mother. I had no bond. That bond wasn't there.
Of course, after many, many years.
Well, the bond was broken when she left me as a baby. And someone else had to bring me. That's the story that's gonna be written.
Mama mo, she was shocked, to have a Barbara half caste.
White one come out and she got
Yes.
frightened and she just left me there,
Mm.
held me and took off.
ちょっとびっくりして置いてっちゃった。こんなストーリーもないよね。で、それを見ていたそのお母さんの兄弟たち、姉妹たちが彼女をなんていうかな、ミルクあげてくれたり、お母さんショックでどっか行っちゃった。
So my auntie,
Grew up, yeah.
my dad came along and he saw me there because Auntie Molly was trying to make me black with the war mash to
Ashes all over to make her black.
to make me brown, more brown.
So you're much whiter, baby? When you
Yeah, I
were
was
baby?
white, yeah. And she trying to burn me to make, not burn me, trying to make me
Black
more
colour.
dark. Yeah. Auntie Molly didn't know what to do with me because she didn't have milk. And my dad came and said, take her out of sight. But I was lucky, he didn't kill me. But he told her to take me and don't bring me back. Or show me. Or show me to people,
Your dad said it?
Yeah, because they were frightened, two of them. They went to jail after that.
Yes. Having a half-caste baby or having a physical contact with a white man, Aboriginal lady, that time, 1940s, 50s, government put them in jail,
Both of them.
both of them.
Both of them. And me.
I didn't know.
I was in there too.
You were there too?
Yeah. Then they waited for
It's a lot of stories to tell, which we never knew. Australian don't know.
No, because Australia liked to hear the true story, but the part Aboriginals like me don't want that story. They want the sad story all the time. Poor bugger me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, there's a sad story, but there's a good ending to a lot of that story. The stolen generation. There is people that made it. And there's people that didn't see their family. I feel sad for them because they never met their mother
After taking
after taken away. I feel sad for them. I feel for them. I was one of the lucky ones that went back home, but it was never happy. It was a lot of struggle through all those years, for 45 years.
だから彼女は now she can understand both sides, she can see both sides, and then she can speak both languages. So she is now the one stand up and doing things, you know. She looks after her people, Utopia, very, very well, very well. Big responsibility. Very, very proud of her.